Yo, 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 J Ty, Something Out of Nothing Sports Podcast, Coach J, coming at you live and direct. Wanted to talk to you about the Washington Commanders. Uh, we just gonna get right into it. From my perspective, from my perspective, it starts at the top. It starts not with Daniel Snyder, but with Ron Rivera. With Ron Rivera, we got to understand something. Uh, when Ron Rivera took the job, when we hired him, first of all, I don't even understand the hiring of him because when we uh, hired him, he got fired from Carolina Panthers after Jay Gruden beat them in Carolina. A lot of people don't understand that we hired somebody that we beat with our old uh, coach, and then we thought he was gonna come in here and do better. Then when he got in, when he came in, he called himself cleaning house and setting rules and different things like that, and changing a culture, you know, only to get rid of one of the, I mean, at the time, one of the best tackles in football, in my opinion, Morgan Moses, right? He played when Trent Williams got hurt. He started playing left tackle, so we got to understand that. Then we was able to get Trent Williams back because he was mad at the medical staff. So those two, dominant tackles in a game that we lost, right? And so then we call ourselves going to get Carson Wentz. Now we know Carson Wentz is not as mobile as he used to be when he first came into the league. So what does that tell you? That in order for him to be successful, he got to have time. We don't have a line. We heard it. We heard in the front of the line. Then Ron Rivera, because he go pick the players, don't get no linebackers. The linebacker that he did pick, he's not coming into his own. Davis, he's not coming into his own right now. So that was his pick. Then you go get um Antonio Gibson, which was a good pick, but then you changed his position to wide receiver to running back. See, all these things, this is coaching and understanding what you have and what you don't have, and so in my opinion, it started with Ron Rivera. If Daniel Snyder didn't have all these allegations and different things, in my opinion, he would be fired by now. But because of all the scrutiny that's going on with Daniel Snyder, he can't even fire and do his job as a owner to get rid of this bum ass nigga that I don't even know why he hired him because when he when he hired him, he lost to somebody that you fired. So what made you think he was going to come in here and do a better job than Jay Gruden when Jay Gruden beat him and got him fired from Carolina? And so that's why I don't like really talking football to people that don't never really pay football. Not saying it's some people that know the game that played that didn't play, and but for the most part, if you ain't play, it's like it's certain things that you got to understand as a player and as a coach, and I did both of them. So from my standpoint and where I sit, being as though you know I didn't play the game, I didn't coach the game. You know, these are the things that you got to look at. You're not winning upfront battles, and it starts right there. If your line ain't right, you ain't really doing that. Then, like I was telling one of my mans and them, that is a difference between pass blocking and run blocking. You know, I don't know whether they be like we run the ball, but then when we pass it, it's something else. Well, there's a difference. You got some people that can do good run blocking, but they can't pass block. You gotta be able to do both. You gotta be able to be versatile, you know. And some of you student athletes, that's something that y'all, me and one of my in an interview with Andre Thomas, we talked about that. Like you don't want to be one dimensional. You don't want to be a center and don't know how to dribble. You right now you better know how to do everything. Shoot, dribble, you know. And in football, you want to be able to do more than one thing. You want now they got the receivers playing running back and flanker and doing all types of stuff, getting up under the center. You want to be versatile in this day and age and in this game because if you not and you do something wrong, you might be a goner. You know, and in my opinion, right now with the Commanders is that I think right now we spent 28 million, for 1 year on Carson Wentz when we could have used that money and got some pieces that we really needed, and kept my man back there for another year or so. We give up too quick. We talking about he don't have a strong arm and all this little different stuff. It's just that it didn't make no sense to me. He looked better than Carson Wentz right now. Heineke looked better than Carson Wentz last year than Wentz look right now. I would have take Heineke over Wentz right now. The way Wentz is playing right now, I would have benched Wentz and went with Heineke. So we gonna do this week in and week out. Little review over the game. Came out horrible. Penalties killed us. Then I don't want to make no excuses, man. You can't depend on the refs. You got to go out here and play ball. Point blank. Period. you know. So, like I said, any subject y'all want us to touch on, we got a couple of great interviews coming up in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned. Any subject matters that you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, hit us up, Coach J224 at gmail.com. That's Coach J224 at gmail.com. I get back to you as soon as possible. And we're gonna get this thing rolling and keep this thing going. And if you want to interview, hit me up, email me. You can hit me up on Instagram on the IG at Mr. J Ty. That's MRJTYE, Mr. J Ty, and follow us on there. We on Spotify, S.O.O.N Sports Podcast on Spotify, on YouTube, S.O.O.N Sports Podcast. Subscribe to the channel, man. We doing some real big things. And so we're gonna each week we coming in with that Commanders talk. Hopefully, we get some guests on here and get their point of views about what's going on with the Commanders or any other team. But we definitely been as though I'm a Commanders fan. I'm gonna touch bases on what we doing right and what we doing wrong. And it's a shame, man. You know, uh Ron Rivera should be fired, man. He should be fired because he promised us that by the third year it was going to get better and better, and it looks worse. It looks terrible out there, and I'm gonna say that. And you can't go on any other job and not perform and still get a paycheck. So it's time to put up or shut up. This is Coach J, and I'm out. S.O.O.N Sports Podcast. Peace.